Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And here we go.
Yes, sir. Let's
in the
get
building.
it. Let me go ahead and hit the opening for y'all.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Okay, that was bad. I was just looking at it, it's like, why my head go? Like, you.
Welcome. Welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howard.
This is episode 252.
252.
So thank y'all for checking us out week after week.
Yep.
We got a lot to talk about, but we're going to check in with each other before we do anything. So how was your week, my man?
Oh, week was pretty good. This past weekend, spent time with my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though they separated, not to, take too much, go too much personal into it, but, at the age I'm in and, the age that I'm at and the age that they are at, I'm thankful that they're both here. And, like my pops, we don't really, we kind of had a rocky relationship, but now I think we're starting to rekindle a little bit,
Hey, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. It's just. I mean, had a good time. He invited us over. We had. He spoke some salmon and some ribs.
Okay.
And,
So y'all was eating good in the neighborhood, wasn't you?
Man. And then I met some. Because my dad, he got a new girlfriend or fiance, so I kind of met some people that could be part of my family. So
that's what's up, man.
So we hit it off, and we actually talked about some hip hop and stuff. So
word,
yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's dope, man. Anytime somebody up on hip hop, man, I love it, man.
So we drop, I'm dropping the knowledge, and but yeah, that's about it. How was your week?
Pretty standard week, you know what I mean? Just, I'm a little extra tired though, man, because I just been hustling and bustling lately. But other than that, man, it's been a pretty standard week, man. Me and my nephew just been chilling, man. Me and him, man, he loves hip hop just as much as I do, man. So we got to get him on the show one day. He usually works at the same time that we doing the show. So, and he'll be home like later on this evening. But me and him, man, he's like the perfect roommate. You know what I mean? Because he loves hip hop, man. We talk about everything, man. We've been joking lately. We got a little thing about the House Party movie, the original.
Yeah.
As you remember when they did the battle, and when they battled each other on
anything you can do, I can do better.
Right.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Once again, Kid and Play deserve their props, man. They was all right, man.
It was a cool battle. I loved it when it first came out because it was like, to see hip hop making it to the big screen, not just the rappers, but incorporating that element.
Yeah.
But our thing is, in the movie, like Kid wins the battle, but in real life, we like Play really kind of won that battle. You know what I mean? Play was kind of killing him with the bars. You know what I mean? So that's been our kind of fun thing to just compare the little bars that they got, and to us, man, it's like Kid lost that heavily. You know what I mean? It was like no contest.
Don't listen to me or Racerhead.
Exactly. He roasted him. You know what I mean? Kid didn't really roast him back like that. You know what I mean? He had like one or two notable bars, like Kid spelled backwards, described you best.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
That was kind of cool.
That was nice.
But that was it. He was saying shit like, I bust a handstand on American Bandstand. So it's like,
American Bandstand.
You're not really addressing my mans, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's you made some words rhyme, but that wasn't it. So he didn't come with his A game, but I don't know if he could ever come back from that. But we been talking about that. It would be dope if we could interview them on the podcast And I'm like, so, looking back, who do y'all really think won the battle? You know what I mean? Because I need to hear it directly from y'all. But yeah, it's been a good week, man. Just chilling, doing my thing, punching that clock, making it happen, man. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump into our episode. Before we go too far, we do want to give a rest in peace. A great actor just died, Ron Cephas Jones. I didn't realize he died until, right before we was about to start the show. But he was a great actor, man. He was on one of my favorite shows, This Is Us. And he's been on stuff like all the way back to to the 80s. You know what I mean? I've seen him on a lot of stuff back then. And so I hate that he passed away, man. That dude, he was definitely on the come up, man. So, rest in peace to him. I don't know if anybody else that passed away, but it was kind of funny because him and his daughter, we had found out, just won like the Emmy Awards. They both won Emmy Awards at the same time. It was Emmy Awards, right?
Yeah, Emmy.
Yeah,
yes.
So that's kind of dope for you and your kid to win an award at the same time, same event. So, shout out to him. And, our thoughts are with the family. He just died a few days ago on the 19th. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give him a rest in peace and pay our respects. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and jump into some birthdays real quick. Got a few of them, not too many. So today we have my man's Little Yachty, you know what I mean, for the younger generation, not really one of my favorites, but, a lot of respect. He's still hanging in there in the game. Yep. Also today we got my man Sway, a.k.a. Sway Calloway, you know what I mean, Sway in the morning. You know what I mean? So happy birthday to him.
Yep.
Also today we got Bone Crusher. Happy birthday to him. You know what I mean?
In the trunk.
Yes, sir.
I told him, mother, you ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie.
Bone Crusher used to get me amped, boy.
That joint was hard.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad he ain't really making music like that no more. But also today, Granddaddy IU.
Rest in peace.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday. Yes, sir. Salute, man. He was one of the greatest, man. Rest in peace. And then coming up on the 25th, happy birthday goes out to my man Shock G, the one who put the satin in the girls' panties, and rest in peace to him.
Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to.
Yes, sir. Coming up on August 26th, happy birthday goes out to Big Crit. And also on the same day, my man Quarter Day. Happy birthday to both of them.
All right.
And then finally on the 27th, we got my man Mason Betha. Yes, sir. The bad boy general. You know what I mean?
Which they actually, I think him and Cam, their little
not show.
Yeah, they actually signed up like I think 30 million.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I heard they shows on the come up, so happy for them, man. I mean, I've caught a couple of clips, but I don't really watch it on a regular basis like that. But a lot of respect for them because they, from what I heard, they have a pretty big audience, and their audience seems to be growing. So good for them, man.
Oh yeah, I'm clapping up for them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so I guess we can jump into our question of the day. My man Howie came up with a good one. Tell the people what you came up with.
Will hip hop still be celebrated next year as hard as it was this year?
That's a good one, man. I mean, because with this being the 50th anniversary, most people are probably making a big deal out of it because of the anniversary and the birthday or whatever. But will they, do the same thing next year? Probably not. If I had to guess, I would say probably not. I mean, I know I'm always celebrating hip hop. I love it. But the average fan and, other platforms, they probably won't make a big deal out of it. You know what I mean? The average, not all of them, but the average ones, you know what I mean? So I would say probably not. It deserves to be celebrated, you know what I mean, for coming this far, and still, I guarantee you, it's going to be going strong in another 50 years, you know what I mean? So yeah. But anyway, but yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, pretty much on those same lines. I think one thing too is about the celebration. There's a lot of people they celebrate, but there's a lot of things that people are kind of leaving out, which is fine because we're gonna play cleanup. But the thing of it is, it's just like, I feel that the next year they're gonna kind of this not necessarily disown it, but disassociate with it. And then really, I shout out to Brian that used to, that was on the podcast with us.
Oh yeah.
From the university.
Yeah.
But he kind of made a good point. Will it be 100 years from now? Will it still be celebrated?
Right.
I think the way things are going now, Afro beats is going to be the new hip hop.
Okay.
And then, hip hop is going to be kind of like jazz. It's going to be like, what I'm saying? It's going to be, people are going to kind of preserve it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. And shout out to my man, Byron Turner. We got to get him back on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
My man's, he knows his hip hop, and he's definitely invested in it. So doing his thing over at the university, A&T State University.
Yep.
So yeah, man, shout out to him. But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. Are they gonna, celebrate hip hop going forward, or is this just gonna be big this year and the next year is gonna die down? I mean, I think we definitely gonna keep the conversation going over here.
Facts.
But I hope that, other shows and podcasts and fans are, really learning from this experience to really appreciate all artists, not just the littles, celebrate the OGs as well, so especially the OGs for kicking in those doors, so anyway, but yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments, and let's chop it up, we appreciate y'all, any feedback, and don't forget, hit the buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
We need funds. Allocated. As once said a million times on this show. Mm-hmm. Telling you, we about to get the cash app going, man. So y'all can hook us up.
Yep.
All right, so let's jump into some music. I got a couple of joints, I want to share with y'all. So if y'all remember, one time we broke some news that and you might have heard it other places, but most of y'all probably heard it here first. We broke it that said Havoc from Mobb Deep was doing a supergroup with RJ Payne and Razzcast called Gutter. And so they have been recently announcing that they're about to drop a video from that group. They didn't say what specific date, but within the past couple of weeks, they announced, we got the video coming soon. And from what they said, the first video is going to be called Roll Call.
Okay.
So I'm fucking excited about that, man. Yes, sir. Hit those buttons, man. Yes, sir. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fire!
Yes, sir. Some of y'all gonna have to get down or lay down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it's RJ Payne, Razzcast. Come on, Havoc. You cannot beat that. You know what I mean? What you gonna do against that? You know what I mean? So, I'm excited about that. So, and then let me see here. One of my favorite underground groups called the Year of the Ox, or Yox for short. They did a new freestyle called the Liquid Swords freestyle, where they rapped over the Liquid Swords beat. They killed that joint, man. I'm gonna have to share that. You know what I mean? Because they killed that.
Hey, that sounds crazy. Yearly Ox.
Yeah.
Ox.
Yeah, a couple of Asian cats, man. Two Asian cats, man. They bars, man, be top tier, man. I'm telling you. I think I might have done one of them on a lyrical breakdown before. I think, can't remember, but yeah. So and then my man King Crooked, he got a new joint called Teddy. You know what I mean? It's dope. It's dedicated to a guy he knows named Teddy, who, I guess he kind of built up a little rapport relationship. And he told him one day, I'm going to put you in a song. He was like, I just want you to know I really did it. I stuck with my word. And he told this dude's story. So it's a dope joint. And so I think he's got a new EP coming out called The Suburban Crook. You know what I mean? Called The Suburban Crook EP. So I'm looking out for that. My man, Tony Touch, had a new joint with Conway the Machine and Benny the Butcher.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Called We Shot Ya.
Oh.
Yes, sir. They used a famous beat, you know what I mean? The famous I Shot Ya beat. And they killed it, man.
I ain't gonna lie. That beat right there, I don't give a fuck where that beat goes.
Yeah, that beat goes hard, man.
And that piano, the do, do,
Mm-hmm.
do, do, do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's it for my music, man. But y'all need to go check that out, man. Because they dropping bombs out here, man. I'm telling you. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to some topics. I want to also remind y'all, we still got the Rap City documentary coming up. Supposedly it's coming up in October. So please be on the lookout for that. We need to support that because that's taking it back to one of the foundations in hip hop. If it wasn't for Rap City, man, a lot of us wouldn't have had shit to do.
Man,
you know what I mean? After school,
listen.
Rap City, the basement, getting in the booth on Fridays. Some of your favorite artists be kicking freestyles and whatnot. It's like, man, come on, what you gonna do with that? We've had everybody in the booth from Luda to DMX to Jay-Z to Nas.
Yo.
All of them, man. Southern cats, Northern cats, West Coast, Midwest. All of them, man. Eminem been in the booth. So
somebody mama been in the booth.
Right.
Nah, it's funny. It's funny like y'all.
Yeah, I mean.
But
yeah, that's my joint though, man. Rap City was the best. They went through a few different hosts. I remember they had my man Chris Thomas, who was called the mayor of Rap City. We had Big Tigger, we had Big Les, and a few others, man. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Let me mention this, man. We had talked about Joe Biden falling asleep during the Maui situation. Give me 2 cracks.
I did this like, oh shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do that 2 tap,
But it's funny, but supposedly it has been debunked. They said if you really go into a high definition camera, 4K, 8K, all of that, you'll see that he wasn't really asleep. He was just, he just needed 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. I'll call bullshit on that. Talk about this debunked.
They said it's debunked.
Because you gotta have a high quality. Like, nigga, you mean to tell me I gotta get a high quality camera to see if somebody sleep or not? The fuck out of here.
So yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, if you look right there with that hot, like he got his eye open,
you
like
can see just a little bit,
just an inch, inch.
Itty bitty.
He wasn't asleep.
You know what I mean?
Why
hey, some people sleep with their eyes wide fucking open, bro.
Sure do.
So he could have just been, you know what I mean? He might have practiced that shit right there.
He probably had.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that nigga was probably asleep. But that's my man, it's Joe Biden. I ain't gonna clown him too hard, but they say he wasn't really asleep, so. But it's funny to me, because he always be looking halfway sleepy, and for good reason. He's up there in age, you know what I mean?
Y'all doing my man's wrong, man. Get that nigga a pillow.
Right. Give him a little neck pillow.
Give him a neck pillow.
He had these events,
so he be like,
I'm still.
Yeah, damn.
You know what I mean? Snoring so hard. Yeah. We got the bunkers.
Yeah, we got them. Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out to Joe Biden, man. He's doing his thing. Got to catch him a nap sometime. He probably don't get to sleep at night. You know what I mean? He probably making him stay up all night writing stuff. But anyway, let's talk about the BRICS situation. You were telling me about Africa and Russia and their whole situation.
So what I've seen is, and what I understand is Africa, most of Africa, and I think most of Africa has tied into the BRICS situation.
Okay.
But the main thing is Africa is receiving military support from Russia.
Wow.
So it's not all of Africa, but it's a lot of countries, a lot of prevalent countries in Africa, including Egypt, which is funny, like including Egypt, Libya, because, and that's kind of interesting because, they always claim those areas to be white,
Yeah.
But not to get, too far into that, but yeah, man, it's looking a little shaky now for America right now in the West, because right now I think the West right now is like on pretty much shaking up, and yeah, man. I mean, it's just looking bad.
Yeah, man. I mean, people starting to form alliances, and I mean, it's definitely. I feel like it's going to head into something bigger, man. I hope it don't turn out to nothing too disastrous, but I can't even be mad at them. You know what I mean? A lot of countries won't support Africa, and so Russia trying to step in, like, yeah, we got your back, Jack.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I can't even be mad at them. You know what I mean? Because a lot of African countries don't want to play ball the way other countries play. They don't want to have these other countries with their foot on their necks.
Well, that's another thing too. A lot of those countries are like tired of like the aid, trying to get, they're extracting the resources.
Yeah.
Like Europe, they're extracting these resources, and now like they just to a point where like, hey, we just ain't gonna take no more of it. Do what we gotta do.
That's it.
Yeah, so it's looking crazy, because I'll tell you one thing, Russia ain't really so much a nail in the coffin. If China gets a part of this, it's a wrap.
Yes, sir.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, man. So we gonna see, man. That's a delicate situation, man. I'm gonna definitely try to stay abreast of that situation, because
it's a wrap, man.
Ain't no telling where we could end up with that.
And learn start brushing up on your Mandarin and your Russian.
Right. Y'all better keep aware, man, because a lot of us, especially these young kids, got their head in the clouds and they ain't really paying attention to what's going on around the world. So y'all better start paying attention, because it might get hectic. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, but yeah, y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about that. Once again, please don't forget, hit the buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Brothers and sisters. Yes, sir. We need your support. We need those funds. You know what I mean? Allocated. I'm telling you, man, one day we're going to have Dr. Umar on the show. I'm telling you, man. We're going to have him on the show.
He's going to be like, brother, you cannot be too over here up there using my words and saying things like that and trying to make me look bad. Do you understand me? You, sir, are imbecile. You, sir, are imbecile. Let me say it one more time. You, sir, are imbecile. Damn.
All right. I'm sorry. So, all right, well, let's jump into another topic here. We wanted to talk a little bit about Irv Gotti. He was on Drink Champs recently, and he talked about Jay-Z and Dame, and talked about Jay not really needing Dame Dash. You know what I mean? What did you think about that whole situation?
I didn't see the interview. I was listening to some people that was kind of commenting on it. You know what I'm saying, that after they watched or, they heard a sound bite, to be honest with you. Yeah. I think that's like, to me personally, I don't think that's accurate. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say because you know what I'm saying. Herb Gotti, respect. Like he's in those circles.
Yeah.
So he might in a certain way, the way he see it. And this is not doing, because I know that Herb and Dame, they kind of got beef with each other right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like, but just, beef.
Yeah.
But the way Herb could see it is like, yeah, Jay really didn't need your help, but a lot of people see it the other way around because, the record labels, a lot of them were turning down Jay.
Yeah.
They turned down Jay, but it's because of what Dame did to get that off and, up and running, and then they, people, the powers that be, came through, got in Jay-Z's head, like, get away from, get away from Dame and this, and you can make this, and you know what I'm saying, and that's, I mean, the rest is history. But I don't think, I think it'd be asinine to say that, like, oh, Jay didn't need Dame. I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, I mean, I did watch the interview. I watched it this morning after me and you talked on the phone, and it was like 2 hours and two plus hours. But basically, they were talking about the battle between Nas and Jay-Z. That's how it came up. And so, Nori was asking him, he was like, yo, so were you there when Jay, wrote Takeover and all that and how it all went down? And so Irv was like, well, no, I wasn't really there when he did Takeover, but he was there for the Super Ugly part of it. He was like, yeah, because Jay was always in my offices like every day, And so he said, he said that Jay was kind of looked like he was, kind of uptight a little bit. So he finally asked him, like, you all right, is it getting to you, the ether situation? And he said, Jay was like, yeah, it's getting to me, you know what I mean? And so he said that he told Jay, he was like, yo, you've been telling me that if worse come to worse, you was going to air out his baby moms, you know what I mean? So why don't you just address that? And so he said he threw on the Super Ugly beat. So Irv was actually the one that gave him the beat.
Yeah.
And Jay, went in, and then basically because they were talking about that, Nori was like, so where was Dame during this time? And Irv was like, Dame wasn't around. He said Jay was always by himself. He didn't really need Dame. And so he was like, Jay was just always doing Jay. And so he never really needed Dame like that. And so that's how that came about. And so, Irv did admit, he was like, the Super Ugly didn't really hit as hard as Jay wanted it to. It was what it was. But in my opinion, I don't necessarily think he didn't need Dame at all. But I think that the longer that Rockefeller went on, the less and less he needed Dame.
Yeah.
Because Jay's the kind of guy, he's business minded. So he was probably soaking up a lot of shit. Like, once I learn all this shit, eventually I'm not going to need you. And then next thing you know, Rockefeller breaks up. And by then, Jay had already soaked up enough. I mean, look what he was able to do. He was able to become the CEO of Def Jam. You know what I mean? Without having any experience.
A lot of people were pissed off about that.
Yeah. A lot of people were mad about that.
Particularly the legacy acts. Cool J, Redman. You know what I'm saying? They kind of, I think that's what LL Cool J was alluding to. Just because you can cook a cake doesn't mean that you're a chef.
Right.
That's what he was alluding to.
Yep. So, but Jay, he still did the thing. He held it for a couple of years, and then he moved on. I think Jay just wanted that as a notch under his belt. You know what I mean? And so I think it has helped him a lot. He probably learned a lot as he was even doing the job because, he's a smart guy. You know what I mean? So I think that he probably needed Dame less and less, but I don't think it was to the point where he didn't need him at all.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. That's how I look at it, to me anyway. But that's my personal opinion. Of course, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments because, I mean, if you look at where they're at, Jay is very successful business mogul. Dame is still doing his thing. I'll give him that. But, he still ain't got the height that Jay-Z has.
Oh, no.
So, it is what it is. So, obviously, Jay didn't need him for so much. You know what I mean? He probably did help Jay open some doors. But once Jay's that kind of guy, once he learns some shit, he don't need to keep asking you, what do I do now? You know what I mean? He not that type.
Nah, he going to do, I mean, 'cause that's the thing. Just, that's just in anything. Now that I've, you know what I'm saying? If I come to you, couple of times just to make sure sure I'm doing things right. Yeah, that's one thing. But after that, like, shoot, I could do it myself.
Right.
So I get that scenario. So yeah, by that time, I wouldn't need, my mentor or whoever brought me in as much. So I understand that,
Yeah, but it was a good interview. I did watch the whole thing, because I mean, I thought it was weird because Herb was just on there last year, when he was talking about the whole Ashanti situation, which, of course, that came up as well. He was talking about, Nori said, what would be dope is if they did like how Wu-Tang and Nas did their tour. Speaking of, you know what I mean? He said,
and they still touring.
Right. He said, what would be dope? Nori was like, what if y'all did like Murder Inc.
and Rockefeller?
Murder Inc. and Rockefeller, or even Murder Inc. and Rough Riders. He was like, if you put any of those two groups together,
oh man, they would
kill that.
Man, because there's a resurgence of the fact that 50 kind of jumped up and did this, with Busta Rhymes. There's not only a resurgence of 80s and 90s, but the resurgence of the early 2000s as well.
Yep.
So them doing that would be great.
Yeah, man, I think that would be dope, man, if they did any one of those, because they talked heavily about Rockefeller, they talked heavily about Rough Riders and all of that, man. So
it would really, I think it would be good.
But he said that Irv said he don't think it can happen because he don't think Ashanti would want to do it, because of her issue with him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, which, is kind of hard, but, she was a major part of their camp. She was one of the biggest artists, her and Ja. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if she don't do it, she done murdered. She done did most of the murder on the murder. Right.
And she's a singing bitch. Not to call you a bitch, Sean.
Right. We just talking that street.
We just talking. Yeah, that's all that is.
So, but yeah, Queen. So
Queen.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I think that would be dope if they were able to get some kind of reunion tour like that together.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, with the resurgence of the 2000 rap.
Right.
Like I said, 50, kind of proved it. He's been kind of successful in it. I think it just needs to be, it needs to be done. Because they're definitely gonna look back and be like, damn, man, we kind of missed out on that.
Yep, most definitely. And they were talking about how, Nori said he went to the Wu-Tang Nas tour, one of their concerts, and he was like, they give you all the classics. They don't even have to do new songs.
Nah.
So it's like, you get a group like, Murder Inc. out there, and all they got to do is do all their old classics. You know what I mean? So,
They did, the one we've seen Nas did a couple of new things.
Yeah.
He did a couple of new songs. But
but he didn't have to if he didn't.
Nah.
You know what I mean? He was just putting it out there, but he could have done number classics.
All Nas gotta do, I know he gets annoyed about it. Just go in that Illmatic and it was written.
Right. Exactly.
Get a little bit of that I Am joint, do that Nas' Light.
Yeah, man.
God, man, that Nas' Light is special, man. That shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, Nas got way too many hits, man. One song that I wish he would have done during our show would have been my joint On the Real. It's an old joint that he did with like Cormega and a bunch of other rappers. But yeah, it was, man, that joint was fire. I don't know if it ever made one of the albums. I think it might have got on one of the
Lost
tapes, yeah. But I don't think it made one of the official albums.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my joint right there. So yeah, man. Shout out to Nas and Wu. I mean, it would be dope. I think a lot of people would still pay for those tickets if Murder Inc. got together with another group like the old Rockefeller or the old Rough Riders. You know, you get the Locks in there. I mean, come on, man. Drag On.
I think they don't want the Locks in there because shit, they already seen what they did.
Right.
That's the problem. Exactly. Now that they're gonna be challenging and battling each other on the road, but
don't let them niggas go last.
Yeah,
let them niggas go first, and then y'all come in with the Murder Inc. shit after that. So everybody,
they would probably have to go first.
Yeah.
Cause they go after. If they go after them, what the fuck they gonna do?
I'm just saying, normally whoever go last, that's who the audience remember the most a lot of times. You know what I mean? So,
but do they go?
But if they go first,
they go first.
Right. The audience ain't gonna want to forget about that. You can't put the Locks on, put that hard street shit on, then come back with Ashanti. You know what I mean? You're right. It might not work. They might have to sandwich them in, like start off with Murder Inc., give us a little bit of the Locks, and then come back with Murder Inc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some shit like that. That might work.
Jada come with it. Tech, let's make something happen. Yeah, shoot. That's it.
It would be a wrap, boy.
That's it.
Recently 50 brought Jada out on stage with him. You know what I mean? They did some joints together.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that was dope. And then I also saw a clip where KRS had brought MC Shan out, and they did some. They did their classics. I think he let Shan do the bridge.
Oh, speaking of which, Shan actually, Nas and Shan actually, seen together. I know this was about a couple of weeks ago, but Nas came out and showed did the video. They had like a little video with Shan.
We mentioned that last week that they squashed their little beef. Wasn't a beef, but Shan squashed his issue. I don't think Nas ever had an issue.
Nah, man, because my thing of it is this, man. It's like you should be like I said, when it comes to MC Shan and Melly Mel, y'all can't be bitter, man. Like, these are your kids. They growing up. You want to see your kids make it. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
If y'all wanna battle, y'all battle each other, MC Shan and Melly Mel. Let's see what happened with that.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
You know what I mean? Bring all the rock, all you want. You know what I mean? Y'all can do all the old school shit.
No, man.
But I don't think Shan did too much of the old school, sounds like that. He didn't do too much of that.
No, I mean, because he was kind of like in that same vein with he wasn't like people remember the KRS and Big Daddy Kane, Rakim.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of in that vein, but not, what I'm saying? It wasn't as prominent. And a lot of the reason is because of his voice.
Yeah.
Because he had the higher pitched voice as opposed to them. They had the more lower, low bass, low, So, yeah, I mean, shit, Kane come on the mic. What the fuck you gonna do? Really?
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly. So yeah, man.
Like God on the microphone.
Exactly. It'll be a rap, man. But yeah, man. So that's an interesting joint, man, right there, man. So but yeah, the whole Jay-Z and Dame thing, you know what I mean. Y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments. We got one more joint we want to talk about. The Fresh and Fit podcast has been demonetized.
Let's clap that up.
Yeah, man.
And I ain't Fresh and Fit. Look, I don't want no beef with y'all, but I'm just gonna look you dead in your eye, especially because all the shit you done with black women and degrading them and black people.
Yeah.
And you're black yourselves, but I know you ain't FBA or B1. I understand. Right. You know what I'm saying? But from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. Fuck both of you.
Damn.
Fuck both of you.
I mean, a lot of people do feel like they deserved it. You know what I mean?
Oh no, they totally deserve it.
Yeah, because I mean
they
have been known to have some, degrading comments towards women, especially black women. They have been known to do some racist shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people feel like one of them had just done a recent interview on one of their other platforms. It wasn't on YouTube. It was on one of the other platforms. I think it was the Myron dude. Supposedly he interviewed somebody and that person was saying a lot of racial slurs and shit like that. That's what I heard, you know what I mean? And supposedly, you know, people over at YouTube caught wind of it and was like, nah, we can't do that, because they were making millions per year. I mean, they were making 6 figures a month. You know what I mean? So they were making hundreds of thousands a month. So they were making millions per year. And so when you get to that point, YouTube is going to pay attention to every fucking thing you do. I don't care if you're on another podcast or another network, another, you know, website, they watch it. And so, you know, they don't play that.
Well, the thing that really got them was they were trying to do the copyright strikes against other YouTubers. That's when Abba and Peach came in. You know what I'm saying? Abba and Peach. And I think there was like another person that was like a lawyer. Matter of fact, you shared it with me. The other person was like a lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
And basically they were saying that,
I forget his name.
Yeah, he was a legal alternative or something like that. But they were saying that he, you know, he had these orders, like these 10 copyright strikes against him because they were using,
because he used clips from their show.
Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit. And the guy was like, well, the shit is just dumb because, like, I'm a lawyer and the stuff that you accuse me of doing
fair use.
Yeah, it's not. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's smart enough, and I mean, you know, and my thing is this, you know what I mean? Y'all wouldn't have hit him with the copyright strike before y'all got demonetized. You know what I mean? Once y'all got in trouble, that's when you try to get mad at people.
Oh, no. They were doing that before they got.
Were they?
Yeah, they were doing that before. Yeah, and they were going around bullying other podcasters, saying like, you use this and all that. But yeah, I've been
the lead attorney. That's what they call
it. Yeah. The lead attorney. Yeah. And then like I said, Alvin and Peach, I remember them saying something about them because first of all, I didn't even know who these niggas were, to be honest with you, until like Albert Peach said, like, yeah, they did this. But a lot of them dudes, there are a lot of these like little incel motherfuckers that's trying to be like, they're foreigners. They look like you and me,
right?
But they're not really you and me. They don't have the African American experience.
Yeah.
But what they want to do, they want to say like, so like when other people like, God, now I don't even want to give her a fucking light today because she's a fucking idiot. But you know, they'll go on those type of podcasts. It's like, oh well, they said something right, but not really. And it's like, no, you don't understand. Y'all ain't been face to face with it like we have.
Right.
We know what that shit is. So you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. It's just like the Fresh and Fit. I'm glad, you know, they get demonetized.
Yeah, man. And I mean, one of them got the crying on the air, but I mean, I'm like, come on, man, y'all already millionaires. You ain't missing out on that much.
Yeah, y'all fuck that. Nah, but they was that money rolling in, but nah, they know they fucked because they can, you know what I'm saying, they could probably invest and you know they'd probably be all right, but as far as like getting new opportunity and stuff right now, nah, they fuck.
Yeah, man, ain't nobody gonna want that.
That's why, man, it's good to just. Yeah, you might have issues with people and things like that, but still treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't dog folk like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
and a lot of podcasts been roasting them, man. I've been watching, especially this one dude, man, been going hard on what's his podcast? O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Dang, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Yeah, what is this, Ice Cube illegitimate son? Right. O'Shea?
Right. His name was O'Shea Duke Jackson. But yeah, I always wondered about that too. Like, how you coincidentally came up? Is that your given name, or did you just use that for your online presence?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It seemed like it's his real name, but I don't know. But he been kind of going in on him, and he kind of broke it down as far as why they got demonetized. He was the one that really was explaining about, different things that they had done over the years. And so I was like, yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? Because the little bit I seen, was pretty bad. And so he broke it down even more. So I was like, yeah, they kind of deserve it.
Yep. So, you know what? Fresh and fit, I'm going to do you like Grandmaster Caz do. I don't wish nothing bad on you.
Right.
But I don't wish nothing good for you.
Right.
From the bottom of my heart.
Exactly. You get what you deserve. You better.
Shout out to Caz, though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shout
Caz, man, the pioneer, the general. You know what I mean? Caz was like, fuck that. Y'all gonna know the truth.
Real, man.
You know what I mean? The truth. Y'all don't want me to shine. What Cannabis said?
With the truth, you don't want me to shine. Drinking roads like the mouth. That's a bitch move. Some of the whole platinum, you only drop cool.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
That's the raspy Cannabis.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my little Cannabis. I ain't done that in a while. Sometimes it's like,
I'm gonna let the world know the truth. You don't want me to shine.
Shoot, shout out to Cannabis. Yeah. I believe I told you this. I mean, y'all probably heard this, but back when 102 was, the station to listen to. Cannabis was on late night to midnight, and I actually got to talk to him.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so it was actually pretty cool.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, man, Cannabis seems like a pretty chill dude. You know what I mean? So shout out to Cannabis, man. But yeah, man. So y'all gotta let us know what y'all think about that, because I'm sure it's funny to me how Fresh and Fit is kind of playing the victim. You know what I mean? Like they're being treated unfair. Like they don't even understand where this is coming from. It's like, dude, you know where the fuck
Nah, man, from. Y'all deserve that.
Yeah, I mean, if you truly don't understand, you're a delusion.
Look, man.
And I mean, if that's the case, you still get what you deserve.
Look, man, like we said, man, don't wish nothing bad on you.
Right.
Just don't wish nothing good for you.
Nothing good either. So we'll see what happens, man. Because I wonder. I mean, like you said, ain't no other websites gonna want them. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just come up with your own? Like, what? Ain't that what Trump did? He tried to come up with his own website.
Dang, they're gonna have to come up with the fresh. Right. They're gonna have to come up with the fresh Paula.
Right.
Paula Fresh.
And Trump was like, look,
Paula Fresh.
If y'all don't want me to be racist on Instagram and YouTube, I'll get my own racist podcast. But yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what they're going to have to do if they want to, because, I mean, most of these sites like YouTube, I mean, yeah, you might not be officially an employee of YouTube, but they're still the ones who make sure you get paid. Yeah. And if you don't do right, they're going to let you know.
Well, I mean, and the thing that killed me, especially about the, why are these guys trying to down black women and stuff? One,
right? I never understood that.
Well, you know what though? Really looking at them, probably the sister wouldn't holler at them in the first place. Right. I'm just gonna be honest.
They probably both got some post-traumatic stress when they was younger.
Yeah, I mean,
that girl turned me down, told me I was ugly.
Yeah, I mean that shit happened.
Yeah,
but I mean, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'll say like this. If you don't, if you are a black man, or if you know what I'm saying, if you come from the diaspora or whatever, if you don't date African American women, that's one thing. Cool. More for me. Well, not now, but you know what I'm saying, but if more for me. But anyway, so what I'm saying is like this. So it's like this though. Don't go out your way to because it's the only woman that they go out the way and dog. Like, why?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? White women do the most horrendous shit. Yeah. Most horrendous shit in history.
I ain't saying nothing about that.
Like lying about dude, what's it?
Emmett too.
Yeah. Found out the bitch didn't do, no, that didn't happen. I lied. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't dog them.
Nope, not at all.
But when it comes to other black women, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I mean, you got you got some that are crazy and you psycho and shit like that. But that's about every woman in a group. It ain't just a black thing. And the thing of it is like, why are you reaching out to those? Like, you're not trying to get a decent one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there are decent ones out here.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
I'll tell you, like Nas said, were you abused as a child, scared to smile? They called you ugly.
Damn.
But life is harsh. Hug me, don't reject me.
Damn.
Or make podcasts and disrespect me, blatant or indirectly. Yo, man, that's funny, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't feel bad. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel bad based on what I've seen, and I've seen a lot of people who are fans of theirs who are taking up for them, saying that they learned a lot from them, and that's cool. If you learn something from them, that's cool. But that does not trump the fact that they've done a lot of inappropriate racist type shit and degrading type shit that I just can't look past. So, it don't matter if somebody give out turkeys at Thanksgiving, if they go the next day and say, oh, you niggas and this and that, you bitches and blah, 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 fuck all y'all. That kind of Trump shit, you know what I mean? But somebody will come right behind, but they gave out free turkeys on Thanksgiving. So what?
Here, nigga, here, take the turkey. Yeah, nigga.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So
that sounds like Yosemite Sam with shit.
Rootin' tootin'.
Hey, sit on the floor there, nigga. Critter.
But yeah, man, it's a shame, man. You know what I mean? Of course, we just joking around, but yeah, I mean, because we ain't out here like using the N-word in a racist format.
Nah.
Y'all was letting some racist shit slide.
Hard on.
Right. And I kind of feel like what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to be nice now and we won't use that language anymore, but that don't mean that. That don't mean shit. You probably still feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just gonna do it to get your money back.
Yeah, just because you don't say the N-word and things like that don't necessarily mean that you not racist. Hell, some of the nicest, well-mannered, put together with English are some of the most racist and the most diabolically evil people that you have ever met.
Yep. Facts. But,
that's not all of them, but I'm just saying in particular.
Man.
You will be surprised.
You would. But yeah, man, y'all, of course, let us know what y'all think in the comments. Keep the conversation going. We want to know how y'all feel. Are you fans of Fresh and Fit? Or do you feel like they got what they deserve? Or are you one of those who don't care how bad they are? Just you support them blindly. You know what I mean?
And again, Fresh and Fit. Don't wish nothing bad on you. Just don't wish nothing good for you.
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to leave it at that. You know what I mean? I think that's all the topics I have for the day, man.
Yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, we this was kind of light today. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, folks.
Yes, sir.
And we thank you for your support. We thank you for new people coming through, subscribing.
Yeah, man.
We're getting on the roll. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it.
And if y'all can, help us spread the channel, spread the word, you know what I mean? Send it out to your friends. Invite your friends, you know what I mean? And, we'll hook you up with a prize.
Yeah, we can be like, what was it, Ultramagnetic? It's like, the 102nd caller, get them funky disco pants.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Disco pants.
But yeah, shout out to all the new followers, man. We appreciate everything.
Yep.
And the old followers as well.
Yep.
But yeah, for episode 252.
252.
This is your man, Kurt. And this is... And we'll see y'all next time, all right?
Peace.